Hello, my dear students. Today I am going to teach Fagion's rules from chemical bonding. We know chemical bonding is one of the most important topics for NEET, JEE, mains and advanced examination, and for boards also it is very important because some topics of P block elements in class 12 are related to chemical bonding. But anyway, in this chapter already I have made some videos on hybridization, molecular orbital theory, and in today's lecture I am going to give you complete information of Fagion's rules. Generally, Fagion's rule focus on the percentage of covalent character in an ionic compound. Just as many covalent compounds have some ionic character, most of the ionic compounds also have some covalent character. We know in chemistry, cesium is the most electropositive element and fluorine is the most electronegative element. So the bond formed by cesium and fluorine means the compound of cesium and fluorine is theoretically considered as 100% covalent bond. Okay, generally theoretically we can say that cesium fluoride in this compound 100% covalent ionic bond is present. So except this, in all remaining ionic compounds somewhat covalent character is present. So how to compare percentage of covalent character in various ionic compounds? Let's see. This is qualitative information. Okay, so with logic you can solve questions based on Fagion's rule. So first you see percentage of covalent character in an ionic compound is always directly proportional to polarization, extent of polarization or degree of polarization. What is this polarization, sir? We can say that polarization is actually the phenomenon of distortion. What do you call it? Distortion. And which ion distortion takes place in this and which ion causes distortion? Let's see now. In Fagion's rule, this percentage of covalent character proportional to polarization, or we can say extent of polarization. So actually, what is this polarization or distortion? We know in ionic compounds, ions are present. Cations are smaller, anions are larger. In general, no doubt. So here, cation and anion, when cation and anion approach together, generally cation causes distortion in anion. Why not distortion in cation by anion? You see, cations are smaller than anions. So that's why when they approach together, or we can say that cation can easily attack this anion and that causes distortion in the anion like this. Okay, distortion means actually earlier it is like this. Now the valence electrons, just imagine this is the valence shell. Okay, valence electrons start to share between cation and the anion. It means valence electrons are present between cation and anion. The negative charged anion is as usual. So you see distortion took place in anion by the cation. Okay, why not the distortion in cation by anions? Generally anions are larger, so that's why they cause negligible distortion in cations, but cations are very smaller, so that's why distortion takes place in anions. So anions get more distorted by cation. And you see, during distortion of anion by cation, these electrons start to share. I mean, this is just like a sharing of electrons, or we can say that electrons start to occupy the position between cation and anion. Okay, so between cation and anion electrons are coming. I mean, the electron density between cation and anion increases. So it is just like a sharing of electrons, because you see polarization when cation attacks anion. In this also nucleus is present. So electron nucleus, so they distort like this. This is called distortion of anion. So when cation attacks the anion, nucleus goes one side and electron come one side. And this is positive charge. We know positive charge is present on cation, so that's why electrons come to cation side, and this polarization of nucleus, I mean nucleus and electron move like this. Okay, they move away from each other. So what is taking place here? Electrons start to occupy between cation and anion. It is just like a sharing of electrons. So because of sharing of electrons, we know percentage of covalent character increases. So what we can say, with increase of degree of polarization, percentage of covalent character increases. This is polarization. Distortion of anion by cation is nothing but polarization. Okay, so what are the conditions for polarization? We know we have cation and anion. And which type of ion, I mean what are the qualities? You see, all cations do not have same tendency to distort the anion. So the tendency to distort the anion by cation is called polarizing power. What do you call it? Polarizing power. Cations have polarizing power, anions have polarizability. Polarizing power means the tendency or the power of cation to distort anion. Polarizability means the susceptibility anion to get distorted by the cation. Okay, so distortion is more considerable, more significant in anions. That susceptibility is nothing but polarizability. And which type of cations generally have higher polarizing power? Small cations. Because you see, why small cations? Small cations have high charge density. I mean, the positive charge is concentrated in small area. When you take large anions, positive charge is present in large area, that is concentrated like this, potassium, etc. First group elements I have taken. In this you see, all have same charge, but which ion has higher polarizing power? Lithium plus, because small. Okay, charge is same, but ion is smaller. It means charge is concentrated in smaller area. The charge is concentrated on large area, even highest here. So that's why the charge density is more. And when it comes to anions, large anions have higher polarizability, because when anion size is large, we can say that the outermost electrons are shielded from the nucleus and attractive forces, or we can say that these valence electrons are less firmly bonded by the nucleus, large anions. Okay, so that's the simple reason. So such kind of anions can be distorted easily. And next, when it comes to charge, high charge, both cation and anion. Higher the charge, greater the covalent character, because two factors we know. When charge is high, polarization more, charge is high, polarization. I mean, higher the charge, more distortion, more polarization takes place. Higher the charge, then more, I mean, it can distort this anion easily, and this favoring factor for size as well. Higher the charge on cation, small the size of cation. Higher the charge on anion, larger the anion. Okay, they also favor. So these are especially for anion. In cation we have to discuss some more points, like you see I am writing here. In cations, electronic configuration also plays very important role. Which kind of electronic configuration? Generally cations with non-noble gas. What? Non-noble gas configuration. Non-noble gas configuration favor more polarization. Okay, what is the example for this? Generally cations with noble gas configuration, non-noble gas configuration. Noble gas means cations having 8 valence electron. Okay, in the ion 8 valence electron. Non-noble gas means other than 8 electrons. In general they have more than 8 electrons. Okay, so generally charge density is high in cations with non-noble gas configuration in comparison to those with noble gas configuration. So because of high charge density, more polarization takes place. Let's talk some examples. We have Na plus, titanium plus 3, okay, Cu plus, etc. What is the configuration of Na plus? We all know 2,8. Okay, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. And what about this 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, and titanium configuration? I mean, actual titanium configuration, you know, what is this? 4s2, 3d2. Now, what is the configuration of titanium plus 3? First, we have to remove 2 electrons from valence shell and 1 more electron from the penultimate shell. So, 3d1 is also there. So, 3d1 means 1s2, 2s2, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1. Means how many electrons are there in the valence shell? 9. Okay, so because 3s, 3p, 3d comes, 3d in titanium plus 3, 1 electron is there, non-noble gas configuration in the valence shell. Like that copper, you know, exceptional configuration and very famous. Copper plus cuprous ion, you see, 4s0, 3d10. Okay, up to argon already 3s, 3p are there. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d10 is also there. Means 18 valence electrons are there. So this kind of configuration is called pseudo noble gas configuration. The presence of 18 valence electrons is called pseudo noble gas configuration. This one also favors covalent character. So you see carefully, out of these three, sodium plus has noble gas configuration, non-noble gas configuration, pseudo noble gas also come under non-noble gas configuration. So percentage of covalent character is more in these two in comparison to this. So in different aspects we can compare percentage of covalent character. Okay, suppose anion, suppose you are given 3 to 4 compounds, anion is same, then you go for cation. If cation is same, then go for anion. So some difference must be there. You can compare their covalent character with respect to their size or charge or type of configuration of cation, etc. Okay, so these are the actual points in Fagens's rule. Let us solve some examples or some questions. Let us solve. First one, you have this alkali metals, alkali metal chlorides. Okay, all have some percentage of covalent character, and you are asked to write the increasing order of percentage of covalent character in these 5 compounds. Then how to write? You see, anion is the same in all compounds. Anion is same, cation is different, and lithium to cesium you go, all are alkali metal cations. They have same charge. There is no difference in the charge. So charge is same. Okay, so anion is same means you have to ignore anion. With respect to anion you cannot compare. Then you go for cation, all have same charge. With respect to charge we cannot compare. Then you go for size, lithium plus to cesium plus. On moving down the group, size always increases. With increase of size we know same charge is there. So in small ions the same charge is concentrated in large area, but in large ions same charge is concentrated in small area. When charge is concentrated on small area, high charge on small area, so that causes more polarization, because higher the charges, higher the polarization. So very simple concept. This is the correct order. This is decreasing order in fact. Okay, suppose you are given another question like this. This is your question. Lithium fluoride to lithium iodide. In this question, cation is same. You cannot compare with cation. Anion you go. All are 1:1 electrolytes, 1:1 salts. Okay. So lithium is common, ignore. Then you go for anions. Halide ions are there. The charge is same. Again, in this, with respect to charge, we cannot compare. But fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide, you go, and it is clear. Fluoride to iodide, I mean, all are halogens. On moving down the group, any group size increases. So when anion size increases, percentage of covalent character also increases. Okay, because percentage of covalent character directly proportional to anionic size and inversely proportional to cationic size. I have already taught that one. And let's talk about some other example. Now you see this one. They are not, they do not belong to same group. You see chloride is same in all. So with respect to chloride anion, you cannot compare. But you go for cation, this is sodium plus, this is Mg plus 2, Al plus 3 charges. This is sodium, magnesium, aluminum. They belong to same period. When you go from left to right in a period, the size always decreases. Size decreases, moreover charge increasing. You see plus 1 to plus 2 to plus 3. Cationic charge increases. So higher the charge on cation and small size of cation favor percentage of covalent character. So that's why AlCl3 has higher percentage of covalent character. You see small size and high charge. Charge concept is same in both cation and anion. Okay, you see charge on the cation or on the anion. So charge, you don't worry, directly proportional. But size only you have to carefully understand, because percentage of character is directly proportional to anionic size but inversely proportional to cationic size. The smallest cation is this one, and it also has a higher positive charge. So both the factors favor this one for higher percentage of covalent character. Okay, so for ionic character the concept is quite reverse. So this is increasing order of covalent character, means it should be decreasing order of ionic character. Okay, so these are the actual rules from Fajan's concept. Okay, thank you very much.